The answer to one of the most current questions. How will I understand that hypnosis has started to work and I have started to change? Answer. You will see that there will be tangible changes in your behavior and outlook on life, and they will appear usually after 3 to 5 sessions. After repeating sessions with the same setup 3-5 times in a row, you will begin to notice partial or general improvements. For some, it is enough to repeat the installation 1-2 times to get a great result. Even if it is about you, it is recommended to use the session 7 times in a row for a long-lasting result. Otherwise, 12 repetitions may be required. Remember, hypnosis, unlike drugs that work worse with repeated courses, as a result of which you need to increase the dose, hypnosis works in the opposite way. I emphasize and repeat, it works in the opposite way than drugs. The more you use it, the stronger and longer lasting the effect. Do not underestimate the power of repetition. Remember, one session takes only 20-25 minutes, no more. Don't worry if you're still smoking or eating donuts after your first session. Everything will come later. Of course, you have accumulated a problem for years. Its solution is not visible immediately, but after some time. Yes, wealth building takes longer for results to become apparent. Suggestions for establishing make more money work at the subconscious level, at the level of belief in money. When attitudes change, it takes time for life circumstances to change. Be sure that if you listen to the installations in a soothing voice in a calm environment, you entered a state of hypnosis with your eyes open. And remember that even a mild stage of hypnosis can be enough to influence attitudes on your subconscious mind and to initiate tremendous changes in your life. The feeling of a state of hypnosis is an indicator of a rare deep stage of hypnosis and is not always felt in lighter stages. Certainty that you were hypnotized during the session. You may stumble or mispronounce the words you are listening to. If this happens, you have reached some depth of the hypnotic state. You will understand that work with hypnosis is progressing successfully if during the session you notice that you are slurring words, your attention is strained, you are upset by strong emotions, etc. When using hypnosis, you don't need to seek conviction to prove something to yourself. If you meet them, you can reach a state of hypnosis while listening. And so we begin. Improving memory. A magical hypnosis session. Relaxed. They threw all thoughts out of their heads. Eyes closed. You feel solitude and peace, and allow the sound of the voice you hear to calm your mind and body. You hear slow and a pleasant voice. Focus your attention on your breathing. Think about how air goes in and out of your lungs. Feel how each inhale helps you relax, and each exhale takes away stress and tension. Now think of some educational information that you want to remember better. Try to visualize this information in your mind as an image or as text on the screen. Think about this information, try to connect it with the knowledge you already have in your mind. Try to imagine this information as detailed and vividly as possible. When you feel that you have memorized this information well enough, you can stop thinking about it and return to your breathing. Focus on the sense of calm and relaxation you feel. Fine. Pay attention to your breathing and how the air goes in and out of your body. Just observe it without trying to change it. You may notice how your breathing becomes more even and calm with each inhale and exhale. Now that you feel more relaxed and focused, we can move on to improving your memory. Memory is an important component of success in many aspects of life. Sometimes it can be difficult to remember a large amount of information or to keep important data in memory. However, there are some methods that can help improve memory performance. The first step is to carefully perceive the information you want to remember. Try to focus on what you are reading or listening to and determine the main thing. Next, try repeating this information out loud or writing it down on paper. This will help cement the information in your memory. The second step is to regularly practice exercises that develop your memory. Such exercises can include solving complex problems, replaying a sequence of events from memory, and changing regular habits to challenge your memory to do extra work. The third step is to take good care of your body and mind. This includes proper nutrition, regular physical activity, rest and sleep. These factors can affect your memory. Consider that your memory can be refined and improved. You can memorize information faster and more efficiently than ever before. You can easily remember people's names, dates and important events. You can save in memory the details of read books, movies and other things that interest you. Start by focusing on what you want to remember. Try to imagine this information as vivid and specific as possible. Try to find a way to relate this information to your life or to something you already know. It is also important to take care of your health, as it has a great impact on memory. Exercise regularly, eat healthy food, drink enough water and get enough sleep. Finally, it is important to find time for rest and relaxation. If your mind and body are rested, they will work more efficiently. Try to include in your schedule time for meditation or a walk in the fresh air. And now let's focus on how to improve our memory. Memory is an important function of our mind that allows us to store and reproduce information. But sometimes a situation may arise when memory begins to deteriorate, which can affect our daily activities. Therefore, today we will practice improving our memory. First of all, let's focus on breathing. Inhale deeply and slowly through your nostrils and exhale through your mouth. Continue breathing like this for a few minutes until you feel more relaxed and calm. Now let's remember one positive moment from our life that we remembered. Try to visualize that moment in your head and hear the sounds that were present then. Try to keep this moment in your memory as a high quality and bright example of how you can store information. Now let's move on to training our short-term memory. I will call you the numbers in sequence, and you will have to repeat them in reverse order. Ready? Let's start. 5, 9, 3, 2, 8. Please repeat them in reverse order. 8, 2, 3, 9, 5. Now let's move on to training our long-term memory. Let's go over the list of different items we saw last night. Try to visualize these items in your head and list them. Here is a list of items to mention: a book, a TV, a table, a chair, a vase, plates, cups, a towel, a rug, a Christmas decoration. Try to name them in reverse order to train your memory even more. Now let's repeat the named items in random order. I will name the objects, and you will have to repeat them after me, in any order. Book, plates, table, cups, towel, vase, carpet, chair, Christmas decoration, TV. Memory training is an important aspect of our development, and we can train it every day. Indeed, memory training helps us improve cognitive abilities, increase concentration, and develop creative potential. Regular practice of memory training can also prevent memory loss with age and reduce the risk of developing certain neurological diseases. Therefore, if you want to increase your memory and learning abilities, try to regularly include memory training in your schedule. Yes, memory training is an important part of our development. If we regularly exercise our brain, we can improve our memory and cognitive functions. To do this, you can use various techniques, such as repetition, visualization, associations, and others. It is also important to remember a healthy lifestyle, in particular regular physical activity, a balanced diet and sufficient rest, which can also have a positive effect on the functioning of our brain. Thus, memory training can become part of our healthy and active lifestyle. Indeed, memory training can be beneficial for your development and improved brain function. It can help you better remember information that is important for our work, studies and personal life. Memory training can also help prevent future memory problems, especially as you age. Various methods can be used to train memory, such as repetition, association, visualization, and others. It is also important to provide your brain with adequate rest, a healthy diet and physical activity. Remember to exercise your memory every day and you may see improvements in your ability to remember and recall information. You are absolutely right. To improve memory, you need to regularly use various training methods, as well as provide your brain with all the necessary resources for optimal work. One of the simplest methods of memory training is repetition. This means that it is necessary to repeat the information that needs to be remembered in order to make it more accessible for memorization. For example, you can repeat words, numbers, or phrases you want to remember until they become more accessible to your subconscious mind. Another method is associations. This means that you can associate new information with something you are already familiar with or with something you have previously remembered. For example, if you want to remember the name of a new acquaintance, you can associate his name with a sound that resembles his name, or with something he does or has. Visualization can also be a useful method for memory training. This means that you create mental images of what you want to remember and associate those images with the information. For example, if you want to remember a list of products you need to buy, you can visualize each product and a picture of what they look like. It is also important to ensure adequate brain rest, healthy nutrition and physical activity. The brain needs sufficient rest to function optimally. Yes, visualization is a very effective method, because the brain remembers visual images better than just words or numbers. For example, if you need to remember a list of people you have to meet at a meeting, you can visualize each person with their characteristics or something you know about them. You can then associate these images with their names to make them easier to remember. It is important to make the visualization as vivid and detailed as possible so that the mental image is clear and the memorized information is easily accessible. You can also use visual associations to help your memory remember information. For example, if you want to remember a person's name, you can try to associate it with some visual image, such as the shape of their face, hairstyle, or clothing. This will help you remember this information the next time you meet this person. In addition, it is important to ensure adequate sleep, as this can affect our ability to remember and retain information. Other factors such as stress, depression and information overload can also affect our memory. Therefore, it is important to take care of your health and ensure a sufficient level of comfort and concentration for our memory. Yes, stress, depression and other emotional states can affect our memory because they can cause changes in the brain and affect our ability to focus and remember information. In addition, information overload can also affect our memory, as the brain can be overworked and unable to store new information effectively. Therefore, it is important to carefully select and process the information we receive and to give the brain enough time to rest and process the information. Yes, our emotional state can affect our memory. For example, stress can reduce our ability to concentrate and remember information, while positive mood and emotions can improve this ability. In addition, information overload can cause our brains to not be able to process and store this information efficiently. Therefore, it is important to give your brain enough time to process and store information, and not to turn it into information garbage with too much different information that it cannot take into account. It is also important to understand that each person has his own way of remembering and storing information. Visualization can be effective for some, repetition for some, recording for some, so it is important to find the method that works for you personally and use it to train your memory. You can also use techniques for organizing information, for example, creating lists or charts that will help you organize and remember information more easily. For example, if you are studying historical facts, you can create a chronological diagram to help you understand and remember the sequence of events more easily. In addition, many sensory sources can be involved in memorizing information, such as visual, auditory, and tactile. For example, you can repeat information out loud, write it down, or even use colorful recordings to engage sight and hearing. In general, there are many different methods and techniques that can be used for memory training. It's important to choose the ones that work best for you and incorporate them into your daily practice. Yes, these methods can help in memory training. For example, repetition can help strengthen the connections in your brain that are responsible for storing information. Writing down information can also help, as it allows you to refer back to the information later and refresh your memories. Using colorful notes can help you create associations between colors and information, which will help you remember it more easily. You can also use associations, or connect new information with already known facts or images, which will help to remember information for a long period of time. For example, if you need to remember the name of a new acquaintance, you can try to associate his name with some characteristic feature of his appearance or with the place where you met. You can also use mental mapping techniques, which allow you to visualize information in the form of maps, which helps to remember complex information, such as historical events, geographical locations, or other complex processes. In addition, you can use memory-enhancing techniques such as concentration practice, meditation, and other relaxation exercises to increase your ability to remember and focus. Yes, these techniques can be useful for improving memory and concentration. For example, a regular meditation practice can help reduce stress levels and improve the ability to concentrate and remember information. It's also important to provide your brain with enough oxygen and nutrients through a healthy diet and physical activity, which can help improve memory and cognitive function in general. It becomes increasingly clear to you that your brain can store and reproduce large amounts of information. You begin to feel that your memory is improving with each passing second. It becomes more and more easy for you to remember events, information, and even small details. You are fully focused on the development of your memory and are ready to open yourself to new knowledge. You may feel your mind becoming more organized and focused. Every day you will notice that your memory is getting better and better, and you can easily remember different facts, names and dates. You feel fully restored and ready to face new challenges and tasks. Slowly you wake up, and when you open your eyes, you will feel complete relaxation of your body and freshness in your mental activity. You are full of energy and cheerfulness, ready for new tasks and challenges. After this memory hypnosis session, you will notice significant improvements in your memory. Your memorization will become more effective. You will be able to easily recall information that you could not remember before. In addition, you will feel more confident in your abilities and memory, which will help you achieve new successes in life. Focusing purposefully on the information you want to remember can help strengthen your memory. Meditation and other relaxation exercises can help reduce stress levels, which can improve our ability to remember and focus. It is also important to give your brain time to rest and relax so that it can process and store information. When I count to 10, you will be fully awake, and you will feel that your memory has improved, and you have become better able to remember and reproduce information. 1, 2, 3. Wake up gradually. 4, 5, 6. Feel your body gaining energy. 7, 8, 9. You are ready to return to everyday life with a fresh and improved memory. 10. Open your eyes, feel full, relaxing the body and improving your memory. I hope you enjoyed this magical hypnosis session and will continue to train your memory in the future. Thank you for attention.